The day I moved to Georgia, I made myself one promise: keep my head down, finish senior year, get out alive. That should have been simple. It would have been, if I hadn't been forced to live with a mother who acted like I was a mistake she couldn't undo, and a drunk stepfather who liked crossing lines he knew he shouldn't. Melissa refused to let me call her mum. Frank only remembered I existed when he was drunk. So when we pulled up to the old White House with peeling paint and a crooked porch, I should have felt dread. Instead, I felt relief. For the first time in 3 years, I had a real bedroom. Not a curtain strung across the dining room, not a corner of somebody else's life. A room with a door that locked. That alone felt like luxury. I lugged my suitcase upstairs while Melissa and Frank fought in the kitchen. Same as always. My whole life fit into one bag. A few clothes, school stuff, a little money I'd scraped together from part-time jobs. Enough to survive, not enough to escape. Escape was still the plan. 1 more year, that was all I had to survive. 1 more year, and I could leave Melissa, leave Frank, leave the way he stared too long when he'd been drinking. He was careful, smart enough to keep his hands to himself when Melissa was around, but not smart enough to hide what he was. I learned that years ago. That was why the bathroom down the hall from my room made me so happy. It meant fewer excuses for him to corner me. That night I walked to a corner store for dinner because I'd stopped relying on Melissa and Frank for anything a long time ago. On the way back, I learned 2 things. The town was small, and people here liked privacy a little too much. By morning, I was standing in front of Westlake High with a granola bar in one hand and a knot in my stomach. I knew I would stand out. I always did. Not just because I was new, because of my eyes. My left eye was a pale, impossible blue. My right was dark brown. Heterochromia. I'd spent years being called strange, creepy, freak, cursed. I'd finally learned to call it beautiful.